last chance. Saloon, Zeus doesn't want to let it happen eventually. Finding Carrigan. Nice work from Chris J as well. It's a big response. It's a loud one. 2 heads roll. Not going to like that one. Still, though, the round very much in Mousesport's grasp. Extended by Chris J. There is a smoke, no kit.
Potential 2-man setup. NaVI though is going to focus on a Shobby position. He's going to get popped. Keycat still looking towards the barrels. That's a disgusting burst from him. And he just keeps going.
My wheelhouse. And during our
that smoke, that incendiary, Otto holding down the connector position. This is really bad. The bomb can't make its way forward. Even though Nexa goes down here, Otto's still delivering the damage. The pressure's on, they have to push forward quickly. And it's just a shooting gallery here for Otto. My God, Otto!
Actually, this whole defense backing away from long. They've got to be careful because Alexi's waiting. Good kill with the spray. And Alu's out mid with the op. If they can get this bomb, Alu can actually cut them off. They can't get back to the B bomb site. An over-rotation from Vitality.
Yeah, they just need to recover the bomb. That's really the big deal, isn't it?
And that Molotov is a Vitality thrown one, and that's even going to stop Alex from rotating into position properly.
There's 1 kill on RPK, and now he's just hiding inside. Alu with a quad kill, looking to get the ace to win this round. He's going to come right through and take down RPK.
The edge of the wall, but Azul will take down 2 very fast-moving rounds. 2 from Catwalk to Connector, it gets 2 through to the A bomb site. So right now they're just annihilating these pistols.
Boy, he goes forward with the FAMAS as well. He's letting them come. He is such a crazy player, Stan. I can't believe he just did that. He got the triple as well. An absolutely world-class play coming out here.
off of short, and that leaves them with very little time, very little players, very little chance. Valda tapping away a spray for the third.
It is time for the 1-2 segment here at the Berlin Major. Someone is going to go home, make space in the hotel, make space in the practice room so we can play. Somebody is going to go home. And in this match, it's going to be MIBR or NaVI. Very strange to say. We saw the first body bag zipped up yesterday with the likes of Ninjas in Pyjamas going home and Dream Eaters as well. And now we've got some more teams to join them.
Yeah, the The dead weight is being removed, James, from the tournament. It seems weird though, you know, because obviously NaVI versus MIBR. NaVI always a favorite. You know, you've got Simple and Electronic, two of the best players in the world, one of the deadliest duos you can come across in professional Counter-Strike. And you know, how can you not expect them to make it to the playoffs? And here we see the results after yesterday's conclusion, ENCE and NRG. NRG, that series was extremely exciting. If you guys missed it, definitely check out map 1. We had a lot of overtimes.
You mean Astralis and NRG?
Indeed, and Astralis, that will be their loss. NRG looking like they are in world-beating form after that result. Cirque, and in particular, really delivered, and that's something we've been waiting for, I feel like, for a long time.
You know, that match actually tied the number of rounds at MLG Columbus, Flipside and Mouse Sports.
Oh wow!
Perhaps a more entertaining game.
Yeah, slightly.
Or a more positive. I mean, this one was.
Yeah.
But that was a pretty wild back and forth. There were some crazy clutches. Cirque with the AWP clutch to take it to,
yeah.
I think it was double overtime.
Yeah,
I can't remember which one. These are the matches today across both the streams. G2 and Avangard are going to be kicking off things on the main stream. Both those teams are currently 2-1. So there's plenty of pick and progress or failure to be had today for all concerned. And Astralis versus Crazy is going to be an interesting one. Team Liquid in a weird spot as well. I think though in a best of 3 versus North, you have to put them. I mean, I'd be very, very, very surprised if we saw an upset in that particular match.
Yeah, we've got some brutal matchups here. As I agree, the Crazy one versus Astralis would be very interesting. Vitality and Mouse Sports has a lot of potential as well. FaZe and Renegades is, you know, I think it works out in the sense that both FaZe and Renegades have sort of been struggling to deliver their peak form. So that will be interesting to see which team can deliver it. There are obviously elimination matches for days here, as we'll see. You know, the first match that we'll be covering will be MIBR and NaVI, and we'll be getting into that in more detail in just a moment.
Yeah, MIBR versus NaVI. FaZe Clan versus Renegades is an interesting one. Renegades going down 0-2, winning a match yesterday to stay in it. Now, are they going to be able to turn things around and make surprise people at this point? I mean, it's been disappointing for FaZe Clan. They seem to start with promise. People saying they were looking good, but they find themselves in that 1-2 bracket as well. So not going that good apparently.
Yeah, so here we go. MIBR, NaVI, that will be the first match we'll be covering. And it's strange, James, because MIBR, you know, it's been more than once now that we've casted games where Zeus has been standing in at the major, and you know, and a coach has been standing in at the major. You know, it's not an ideal situation, and when you're up against NaVI, you know, that really, you know, it shouldn't be there shouldn't be a world in which NaVI lose this game due to that very fact. And so MIBR really have everything against them in a matchup like this. And you know, sure, MIBR have performed better than some of the other teams that have been struggling, such as NIP, for similar reasons but different. You know, it's a struggle for different reasons, but yeah, this should be straightforward, surely.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, this should be the end of the line for MIBR. Looking at the recent matches they've had, outside, I don't think we can really look too much into the NIP one where most of the team delivered. But looking at the other two, one of the matches, I have them open here. Bear with me a second.
That's very good in so far as a team player. He will take other roles together and kind of complete a team, and you know, he's very positive and very energetic as well. So great player to have on your team, and we've seen that he has been performing very well. We've also seen that Zeus has been performing very well individually. So those are two really big pieces of the puzzle that are working for them. And I think NaVI's Electronic and Simple will start to level up as this tournament progresses, and NaVI should look very dangerous from this point forwards.
Yeah, looking at MIBR, again, as far as I can tell from social media, KNG's mother confirmed that he is going to MIBR. So I can't imagine they're really practicing with this team, considering the major is twice a year and there's plenty of other tournaments in between. I know MIBR will prioritize the long term, so Zeus will do what he can. But really, the team have to be, I mean, I can't imagine that KNG was practicing with them at that point, but their eyes have to be on the future, not necessarily the now. Of course, they'll do what they can on the server, but it's not going to be great.
Yeah, and honestly, I think I can't wait until we get to start seeing that iteration of MIBR. I think KNG is the revelation that they need. I think the fires will be lit up under everyone's asses collectively when he joins that team. He's such a fiery, passionate player. I think and I'm hoping that he will be what they need to turn things around. But for now, indeed, it's dealing with the situation at hand, and that is now the veto between MIBR and NaVI, and it's definitely going to be difficult to find a place to play against NaVI. I mean, out the gate, we see that a pick from MIBR of Mirage. Well, we know that Mirage is one of the favorite maps of NaVI and has historically always been that way, so if you're picking it against them, that's not always the best sign ever. Inferno for the second map, and we'll have ourselves, what is left? Train, there we go. All right, so Mirage Inferno Train. Honestly, this is NaVI. This really feels like a very NaVI biased map, all things considered. You know, Train used to be a good spot for MIBR, but where it really is good for them right now.
Yeah, you're missing Cold Zero on your team. This is as a bit part, like as a part thing, a temporary thing until KNG comes in, and that's a very different kind of player to take out. Obviously, Cold Zero could AWP, but he's not KNG. And who knows if Fallen will even be a primary sniper. I can't imagine that Fallen's going to be the primary sniper on that new team. I think they could do with the difference, somebody else picking up, and maybe he tries to pick up a Chris J-esque role. So the MIBR we see today is not the MIBR we're going to see tomorrow, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely a good point to make. I think a lot of stuff will be changed. I think a lot of egos have to be set aside as well, you know, going into all of those changes. And that should be hopefully the kind of rebuilding phase that they need. But can they defend their tournament lives here? Of course, these teams are playing for the tournament lives. MIBR will be eliminated if they lose this, such as will NaVI be. That's an interesting sentence.
It is, Dan. Let's get them out of the way early. Let's get all the derp out early. You know what, I was thinking for myself yesterday.
Wait, is that backwards, those odds, James?
They have, something has gone terribly wrong.
Something's gone wrong there. There's also got to be
look,
backwards.
Man, look, just get on this website, and if those are the odds,
that's true. That's very true.
Smash that bet button.
It feels like everything's backwards here. Because NaVI should be
isn't. Well, here, this is Strafap, right? So the Brazilian squad,
true.
the Brazilian fans, this could be real. But those GG bet odds are
But yeah,
crazy.
the money is going to...
Yeah, honestly, sell the house, man. Get in there.
Sell that. Okay, well, that's just...
As I was going to say before that...
Don't take James's advice.
As I was going to say before that, I was thinking of just like reading a paragraph or a page of a book out loud before I came here today, just to kind of get the brain warmed up. Because yesterday it was, you know, I think I had too much caffeine yesterday. And I was just blabbing all over the place.
Plus the caffeine, that's
I
the
don't
missing
do
piece.
supplements, man. I don't do supplements.
You don't do supplements?
I refuse. I don't like the idea of supplements. Whether it's natural or not, I don't want
Technically, caffeine is a, well...
Is what? I'm not taking it as a supplement, or I guess, I don't know. Look, I don't want to take that crap. That's for you. You take all that stuff. I'm fine. I'll just walk it off.
Actually, I just don't know if it would be considered as, I guess probably not. By the way,
What,
well, it's not really, I mean, it's not really supplementing anything that's naturally occurring in your body, so I think
you're
that's
taking
really
it as a supplementary device. Therefore, it's
a nootropic. And as is L-theanine, there you go, boom, owned you.
Thanks, Dan.
Got owned.
I'm sure everybody, I don't even know what you're talking about now, but it's a supplement. You're taking it as for supplementary purposes. Therefore, it's a supplement. Why would you argue this?
Anyway, we will be beginning on Mirage soon enough, and you can see, as I mentioned, you know, Simple, although as James mentioned, there hasn't been a huge amount of vision of where NaVI are in, you know, the competitive matches. Maybe at the beginning of this major, some of the results could be explained by a little bit of ring rust, maybe. Ultimately, you know, Simple is one of the players that consistently clocks the most hours of all the pro players, especially in the likes of FPL. You know, if you guys have been checking out his stream, obviously, why wouldn't you be? If you're a fan of Counter-Strike, you just get to see highlights just repeatedly all the time, him just dominating the best players in the world. As he is known as the best player in the world. To most people, that's the answer you'll get if you're new to Counter-Strike. So he puts the hours in, and as I mentioned, Zeus has been performing individually really well. I think above expectation this tournament so far. And Boomich is playing really well. You know, I do believe this is a championship level team. Like, one of the qualities of championship level teams that can stand in a grand finals on the stage and deliver, is that they peak at the right time. You don't want to be showing your best. And it's not that you're trying not to show your best, it's just that you rise to the occasion. And this is certainly an occasion to rise to, given what's on the line. So I would expect to see some world-beating performance here from the likes of NaVI. Can MIBR challenge them, though?
I'm really interested to see who MIBR try to utilize in this series. Who's going to be the point man? Who's going to be the second one in? A lack of cold zero. Very, very interesting indeed. The 1 minute mark. The countdown has begun. We will soon be starting. Indeed, it is MIBR on the T side. Now, for those of you in GoTV, I would recommend Simple, especially because they're on the CT side. He's a person who's not terribly fond of heading towards the window. In some matches we saw earlier today.
Towards the A side here. Kick out smoking towards Spawn.
That's the one way.
Player down.
That's the big clan one way. Good way to peek towards alongside. And actually, there is going to be a player there.
That's absolutely true. Look at that.
And it will fall off, so not going to be falling into any of those goofs and gaffs. Bomb's going to be walking in. What's going on here? They're actually going to push long with the CTs. That's going to nullify that. They can call it clear. Now focus all their attention towards the snipe. Well, the bomb going down, that's enough to wave the flag saying, come and get us. G2 have the numbers, but you know what? A Vanguard, they can totally lock this one down.
Good smoke as well. Kenny's going to struggle here with James alive, and the fact he can jump up here. Maybe, oh my goodness, he did spot Kenny. You can see him communicating it, and this is getting tense now. This kill is massive. It will be lucky to find Kicker towards short. What are the CTs up to now? Time ticking away. Retake coming in from Spawn. Kenny S probing from long.
Shock's got the info with that jump peek, now pushing in, and look at that, G2, patience prevails. Just like that, with what felt like an eternity, eventually they show up to A and get the defuse.
Couldn't be more perfect, to be honest. Look at that. 4 players survive, get a comfortable defuse towards the end, and they've got a double AWP setup now, so they're right back on track. And remember, Avangar lost everyone in 2 of those rounds, so they actually don't have any money going forward now. Even the bomb plan, they're all set around $2,500. They're going to have to take an eco here. Can't even do a partial buy, Alex. There's not enough there to really justify it. And Sanjeev, he gets both those kills, they probably win the round. So a nice push there. G2 realizing they've lost pretty much full control of short, need to reclaim territory. Talk about reactive play on Dust 2 all the time. That's a prime really example of it.
Really interesting to see.
You made a good point saying, like, now they know long's clear. They don't have to worry about that position. Kenny S can freely explore his options up towards that long position and start pincering when his teammates coming in from CT spawn. Set up a nice flashbang too.
So the only real excitement surrounding a Vanguard's investment into round 5 is the Desert Eagle in the palms of Sanji. Double flash for Adren. It might just be a little burst into B. Ideally, you get the bomb plant and can lock them out with the scavenged weapons, but my god, a nade just landed right in the Vanguard camp. Flashes out, there's a second one to follow it up, and Amanek, he's not going to be too worried just yet. Neither will Shox as they start to peek into him, just mowing him down. And they are going to keep them at arm's length. No chance for a plant, no chance of a round. It will be a nice and neat hold from the B players.
You saw Lucky's flashbang come in there as well. Really nice assist. I think he ended up getting 3 flash assists there, so that's not bad at all. Like I said, Avangar had to take the full eco there to even get a buy going forward. They're still at 2 players, Adren and Sanji, less than $4,000, but enough there for an AK and armor and a flash. That's about it.
I do think it's actually really, really fun to see the flash assists. It makes you realize just how long it's kind of crazy how long it took us to have them.
It was one of the best additions to the game.
It is glorious, especially when you can see that credit just right in front of your face. Lucky and Sanji, and oh my god, Sanji had his hand in front of his face. Still gets the first. Will be traded by Jax, but Jax is paying quite the price for it. A bullet did connect into the dome. Perhaps through the wall.
Yeah, I think it was through the corner of the long. We'll see now if this 4-on-4 technically favors the T side, but maybe not so much when they only have a single smoke. We talked about reactive play. G2 really displaying a good understanding now, but James ready and waiting for it. If he gets 2 here, could be the round, and that's lovely work from Jax there. We knew he had 30 HP, checks that position, and it will be advantage G2. They'll have to walk in towards B. Buster will have to drop the dribble smoke towards the tunnels, and they'll have to make their way through with no flashbang. They could just go for a straight contact play here, considering they have nothing. This one's going to try and surprise Amanek here, but it's such a prime position. He's going to get at least 1 here. Nice jiggle peek, though, We'll see if Amine can flash them off. Looking quite good right now, but they've managed to at least bust the B site open, and Kenny S doesn't hit a crucial shot there.
Yeah, and talking of crucial, saving his smoke enables him to lock out doors.
Yeah.
Buster, by walking in, he's given them a real shot this round. Now the numbers equalized by Jax. Kick it on the extremities. Now, though, it's all on the site. Kenny and Jax responsible for the retake. There is no utility to keep them at bay anymore. But Jax's HP, he was brought so low by James.
They've both gone tunnels now, meaning Kenny S will have to trade off Jax's 5 HP. Kenny will go first.
These slow retakes from G2. So effective in the round prior. Trying to draw Adren's attention, and all just like that. Kenny had an opportunity. It was a very minute one. Instead, the lineup and the conversion. Great work from Adren. He gets 3 in the round.
Yeah, good work from Avangard in general. That was a difficult round for them. They go towards long at the start. It gets equal trade with no utility left over. Managed to walk in towards B there and somehow make it work. Kenny S missing out a couple of key frags. Looks like Jax has done enough of that kill towards James. Even there towards tunnels, you think it would be, but Adren prime positioning. They had to flash out, and it was a little bit obvious as to where they were coming. He didn't even see two, just continued the spray and took down the low HP. Second CT there as we get into another buy for Avangard. In general, Sanji just with the UMP, like we said, he'll always be quite selfless and have to use the lesser weaponry. Slow default here. Trying to work out what they're up against. Still the AWP for Kenny, making his way towards middle now. 5 and 3, good start for him.
That's for sure. Again, ended with something like 11 in their series versus Mouse Sports.
It was, and Dust 2 and Kenny S actually in decent form right now as well. That was disappointing.
Well, a chance at redemption then. Winner of this is off to the Mercedes-Benz Arena, the champion stage, joining rather an exclusive club at the moment, ENTS and NRG. Didn't think I'd be saying that coming into this week. I mean, those guys have really found form.
NRG look fantastic.
They do.
I was speaking to a few players last night. A lot of people believing they could win the whole thing.
If they can maintain this form, undoubtedly. James fires off a warning shot, does reposition, but Kenny's so smart. Manages to catch him without too much of a price to be paid. The flashes will force him back just a little bit, and now they swing into the site. This is full access for a Vanguard.
This is really nice discipline play from G2. We didn't see much of this yesterday, to be honest, but he's lucky. Oh, that
the same again.
Yeah, like they know what's coming. They have a very good understanding as to what the Avangard T side will be presenting when they take the A site. They've now taken down Sanji towards long. James already been removed. Kicker will pick up the AWP, trying to avoid flashbangs, but he eats it. CTs will cross over now, misses a crucial shot. Now he'll have to really deliver. Can he find multiple kills? He cannot. Adren will have to do it once again. He got 2 kills in the previous rounds. He'll have to go double that if you get a standard chance here. 4 in total required. Now a 1 versus 1. Amanek does have the kit. AWP now. And what is the play? Is he going for this defuse? Adren wants to close things out, but it's not going to happen. It's a close round, but Amanek will win it, no problem. A little bit tense there considering how positive that was looking for G2, but they managed to win the round all the same.
Simple, Electronic. Потом Флейми не проверили, он не смог 2 минуса дать из снычки. Ну, и в конце, да, не 1 на 1. В итоге вот чуть-чуть ему не повезло, чуть-чуть точности не хватило, чтобы выиграть. И этот раунд и спокойно дальше контролировать ход первой карты. Ну что же, Fallen. А ну-ка, давайте посмотрим. А может быть, у них получится все-таки собраться и навязать здесь борьбу. NaVI. Вот это раунд. 4 СГ калаш от MIBR.
Да, как и в прошлом раунде, на самом деле арсенал не меняется. Fallen решил не отказываться от своей СГ. Авик ему пока что не нужен. Ну и NaVI решили играть более пассивно, более дефолтно. До этого они оказывали давление в основном на центр карты, но сейчас встали по позициям. Ну, разве что поджаты ковры Б.
Да, там Даня поджал, и это позволит вот дополнительным, ну, как-то чуть лучше отыграть в центре и на точке А.
Да, ладно, рум занят вот еще.
Да, и ребята, если что там в коннекторе, возможно, как-то просуппортят номер 4. Может быть, переместиться в окно. Пока что дымы на точку Б. Закрывается шорт 2 смоками. Ну, вроде бы, да, игрок, который находится сейчас в коннекторе, это Флейми, должен подозревать, что сейчас кто-то зайдет в коннектор. И, возможно, его будут закрывать. Но это фейк. Смоки. Выход на самом-то деле идет просто на точку А. 4+1. И Флейми все-таки, походу, это раскусил. Успеет тут в спину настрелять однозначно кому-то номер 5.
Ну, тут
Вот сейчас
электроник
после
в лицо
инфы.
решил настрелять. Вы посмотрите только на его богоподобный спрей. И при этом, насколько просто. MIBR втроем выходили через одну позицию. Элик всех троих похоронил, еще остался в живых. 8 хп на размене, никого не было. Вот такие раунды NaVI в состоянии забирать. Возможно, рожденные побеждать справедливо рассудили, что эта агрессия пока будет лишней. Мы просто можем встать на стрельбу. Така забирает Бумыча. Так, отлетает и электроник.
2-2, тут два красных. На самом-то деле, действительно, там, как я и говорил в начале, после того, как электроник убивал, выпал Флеймин, его дождался Фолу. Ну и все-таки Даня хоронит сегодня просто великолепно. Зевс вообще не очищает красных игроков команды MIBR. Ну и это 4-1. Ну неплохо, пока все-таки неплохо идет у NaVI. Очень спокойно они сейчас защищаются. Соперник играет максимально просто, пока нет той самой лютой сыгранности, большого арсенала и набора по раундам, как в атаке, так и в защите у MIBR'ов. Они вот такими неожиданными, где-то рискованными стратегиями пытаются действовать. Но опять же выпад без ничего там на электроника.
Это оказалось
Фатально.
как раз ожиданностью.
Да.
Конечно, такого слова не существует, но для электроника все именно так. И вот MIBR снова остаются без денег. Что интересно, Зюз закупается в ноль, так же, как и Лукас. Здесь флейминатор. Ох, думал еще и второго потушить. Ну ладно, Зев второй волной приема должен все делать, хотя начинает рановато настреливать. По итогу его отгоняют флешкой, к нему смещается уже с другой стороны вся команда. Зевс, однако, справляется и сам. Здесь Молик, Симпл и Лукас. 3 хп должны разменивать. 5-1 довольно спокойно. Да, потеряли, конечно, NaVI тройку игроков. Но мало на что это повлияет само по себе у Фоллена. Вот снова 5000. Если закупит Авик, то без армора. Но нужно ли ему это? Ну и Зюбс пока 0-2-6.
В отличие от Дани, у которого 8 киллов, 3 смерти, он идет на втором месте, на первом электроник, который жжет чуть ли не с первого раунда. Ну и, друзья, посмотрим, что сейчас получится. Галилы, Калаш, СГшка, 2 пистолета. Под 0 закупилась команда Made in Brazil, но, опять же, у них очень много не получается. Опять же, здесь, ну, вот все-таки в сумме большой перевес, по идее, должен быть по стрельбе, по аиму от NaVI. Да и не только, тут по всем показателям, понятное дело. В непростой ситуации на турнире оказались MIBR, постоянно про это говорим. И постоянно от этого горит, если честно.
Здесь скорее сложно придумать аспект, в котором MIBR, по идее, должны превосходить команду NaVI, по крайней мере, в текущем ростере. Снова...
Ну, есть, знаешь, один аспект.
Да, какой?
Ну, их демок не так много в этом составе, и ты не посмотришь, как они до этого играли. То есть не так легко подготовиться, с одной стороны, но, с другой стороны, в принципе, это не супер сильно надо.
Так, ну пока электроник, лишь один фраг, Симпл промахивается по коннектору. Лукас благодаря этому забирает и Флейми, и Симпла. И вот снова, едва команда Натус Винсера начинает проявлять инициативу, как и MIBR этим пользуются. Мы помним позапрошлый раунд, когда NaVI просто стояли 3+2 железобетонные. MIBR даже, заняв центр карты, ничего не смогли с этим поделать. Элик принял троих. Но сейчас забрали электроника, и после этого снова-таки по принципу снежного кома раунд команда NaVI отдает. Возможно, стоит все-таки вернуться к модели пассивной игры и просто стоять по точкам, тогда и MIBR, опять же, возможно, не имея широкого пула заготовленных раундов, как отмечал Таф, в основном работают по дефолту, тогда и MIBR ничего не смогут сделать. И вот тут, конечно, промах от Симпла был совершенно ненужный.
Ну тут Лукасу за такую стрельбу, красавчик, хорошо контролирует разброс. Ну и действительно, давайте послушаем, посмотрим то, что будут делать NaVI, потому что вот только что слышали мы Костю, он говорил, что да, вот лучше играть вроде бы пассивно, это получается. Как-то вот сложнее MIBR'ам, да, когда нету энтри-киллов, когда на них никто не лезет, когда меньше информации по карте, нужно просто раскидаться и выйти, сыграть свой раунд. Тут им как-то вот немножечко тяжелее.
Не то чтобы я советовал слушать мои советы. Команда NaVI явно лучше понимает, что нужно делать. Но пока пистолеты.
Зевс с Зевсом. Все-таки я думал, чуть побольше денежек остается у NaVI. Там, думал, даже по форс посерьезнее получится у ребят, но как-то тут всего лишь один дигл, Зевс. Ну, из такого, что помощнее. Ну, давайте посмотрим. Очень аккуратно играет MIBR, не хотят отдавать этот раунд. Ждут поджимов, поджимов нет, контроль подвала есть. Сейчас, возможно, респаун проверит. Ну, нет. Выстраивается под сплит точки Б, смоук в окно, молотов в коннектор, выходит игрок из подвала, сейчас проверят, нет ли там никого внутри, да, закрываются дымом, ну и уже начинается этот выход 2+2, здесь только Флейми на точке.
Так, по 250, Лукас довольно спокойно разбирается с Егором, в кухню смещается электроник, MIBR, ну, отбросив молик, выходит через окна ковров Б. Понятное дело, сейвить здесь нечего. Хотя, любопытно, Симпл остается под базой А вместе с Зевсом до последнего момента. Возможно, это позволит им поймать Фера в коннекторе. Зевс контролит это направление, может быть, сейчас пойдет и сам пропушит, пока тиммейты отвлекают внимание с тикетбокса. Но нет, синхронные фраги, Фер, Изюс, есть отстрел. Фер на релоуде. Зевс по-прежнему не пользуется. Стоит с Зевсом просто и ждет Фера.
Да-да-да, вот он ждет Фера. Этот звук я хочу услышать, но нет, не будет его в этом раунде. Фер чекает уголочек Сашу. Уже зажимают тут чуть ли не со всех сторон. Хотя нет, никто не вышел с кухни. Все как-то с плунта на него пытаются навалиться. Ну и скорее всего этот фраг тоже сделают бразильцы, но Симпл успевает забрать Фера, хоть где-то что-то получилось подруинить. Так, в принципе, пока все на самом деле не так страшно для мембров. Раунды набираются. Да, соперник серьезный, соперник сильнее, но что-то получается здесь за атаку. И вот сейчас еще один ключевой раунд, можно и вперед вырываться совсем скоро по счету.
Преимущество, конечно, мибров в том, что на них невозможно оказывать давление. Они сами мало чего ждут, наверное, от себя в плане выступления на этом турнире, но 100% уверены в своих силах. А вот NaVI, опять же, возвращаясь к интервью Флейме, могут испытывать какое-то давление в официальных играх, особенно когда ты в одном Best of 3 от вылета со второй стадии Major2019. На это похоже, да, на тактическую паузу.
You're not allowed to bet, man. I never did anything serious anyway. I'm not much of a gambler.
Придумать еще что-нибудь.
Ну, было уже пару проблем, поэтому нужно...
So it was, now it's fixed.
Okay, you guys are being baited to get on the website.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like 10,000 new accounts in the last 5 minutes.
Okay, right, we're back into it. Fallen's going to be trying to open up towards the bench. Oh my, that was a hairy one. Could have gone either way. Simple though, will whiff his shot as will Fallen in response. Way more utility here for MIBR. NaVI will be struggling in that sense to play a longer into the late round, I should say.
MIBR are not giving much in the name of sound cues at all in many of these rounds. They're being slow, they're being quiet, they're being a little erratic with their timing, which I think might be catching NaVI off guard. But again, they've just been in the round. Some of the rounds that MIBR have won, they've just been these huge explosions, which have just broken NaVI where something's gone wrong. Simple tried to jump towards short, he missed it, he got taken out. Going into connector, and the round collapsed. The re-peak from connector when, well, first he moved out of the way and Flamey took the bullet, and he went back and he got taken out as well.
This could be a problem here, James, for NaVI, because Seppi's onto the B-bomb side. Everyone's out of position for NaVI. A couple players will be getting out. The smokes are down as well. This is going to be a favorable B-take. They might have to give this up, James. This is looking very dangerous. They don't have retake grenades. Look how fast they might be are. This is one option that NaVI completely did not just consider whatsoever, and they're going to have to save. There's just no contesting this.
This is the. I think it was an eco round as well, where MIBR planted the bomb on the B bomb site, where NaVI seemed to start to gravitate towards the mid/A area, but they didn't really have any information. They were just out of position, just going deep. Maybe they were looking to. It could have been poor timing, and they were trying to boost on the short bricks to look into mid, to have a look towards connector or something. But that's the second time now they've been caught in poor positions on the B bomb site. So that's something for them to think about. Seus will go hunting and drop an upgrade. Mobile ammunition for Boomich. 3 players remain for both sides. So that's the second round for MIBR. They've had a very good timing towards the B-bomb site. And that's part of the erratic timing I'm talking about, where it just ends up in their favor, NaVI in the wrong place at the wrong time, and off MIBR go.
Yeah, that's definitely an adjustment that NaVI are going to have to think about. So it's, I mean, the reason why you might do that is because either you don't suspect any aggressive lurks towards B apps, or you think that the other team's going to be, in that timing of the round, they're going to be focusing on mid default. And the MIBR haven't really, they've been mixing it up a really good amount. So that's going to force NaVI to respect B a lot more, and so they can't have as much cap presence or mid presence as they might want. So we'll see how that ends up impacting the game. But look at this, MIBR doing a balcony burst now. This is, look at that. There's a mid focus coming in from NaVI, and they will not have players in position. Electronic is able to defend it, but there's an AWP on the angle. However, as long as Fallen's on that angle, he can't really push forwards, and Simple's holding an extremely tight shot, and he might just retake this palace angle at a perfect moment. We'll have to see how the timing works out as MIBR try to jockey position for a bomb plant. It's very tentative from both teams here.
While all this execution comes in, NaVI are rotating towards that CT position. Beautiful shot from Simple. Making a difference, making it a little easier for the retake. We've got frags all over the place at the moment. Fer left alone now with a minute on the clock, so he can still make this very expensive for NaVI, even if he can't win the round. MIBR are very likely buying in the next round regardless, so if he can make an impact somewhere, then that would be really good. Surely Zeus has got that sound cue. Maybe not. Well, with 33 seconds, Fer will suggest that he's moving away, but again, there's a lot of damage to be done. Simple's getting closer, but I don't think the hunt favors NaVI at all. You can see Fer looking to force an engagement, but maybe he does save. He's got 5k, he could drop Taco, there could be a drop for Zeus. He's going to have a look though, and Simple will say no.
There we go. That's some more Simple-esque stuff that we're seeing there. That shot onto Fallen was remarkable. He just goes into the flames, and it's really smart actually, because he didn't challenge that pixel peek from Palace until there was a Molotov there, and the reason being is because the Molotov does the job of the player holding the angle. So there's no reason to hold the angle if the Molotov's there. So that means that he can peek out of that moment, but he obviously doesn't have much time. He's going to make a fast shot because he's in the Molotov now. But that's exactly what he does, and he connects the shot onto Fallen. So, I mean, that's such a genius maneuver and a great execution from Simple, and that really toppled everything for MIBR, I think. And now we'll have MIBR fighting to remove NaVI's money once again. NaVI still in the recovery phase, and Flamey's going to pick off first push into connector, and MIBR once again looking for that B apartments push, but this time an adjustment from NaVI. Zeus will be here close.
Creeping. Fallen and Zeus are pretty far back, however. There's no one in position to pop flash here for Zeus. Despite 5 alive, he's on his own, but he's done the job. 2-man spray done. There's Electronic with a very well-timed grenade, and Fallen's the only man standing. He's blind, standing there, waiting to be taken. Zeus will eventually fall to the flames, but it's all good in the hood. Important round for NaVI, especially in the style they want it, 4 players surviving.
Zeus is dangerous.
He is.
He's been looking really good this major so far. Individually, I really feel like he changed his sense, James, because he used to be a lot more kind of his aim looked a lot more neurotic, a lot more
trembly,
flicky, trembly, yeah, shaky. Shaky's a better word.
Where is that?
Where is that smoke? Oh, right, that's a deep A ramp smoke. Beautiful. Seeing more popular. That's risen to popularity. That kind of a smoke.
Simple is taking a lot of risks at the moment. Jump peeks around the window, not having the greatest of starts. MIBR are on pistol, so maybe he thinks he could take liberties, but he almost fell to a Mac 10. Some deep HEs, the bomb has been secured. Flamey creeps, Taco looks for something. Flamey has a better angle. And that's a nice Antica round. Just build some money for the last rounds of the half.
Yeah, so they're stabilizing here now, and if we think about a couple of the rounds won by MIBR, one of them was that B rush, and that I think really caught NaVI off guard. Obviously, we have to remember that NaVI did win the pistol as well, but off the back of that B rush, they were able to kind of capitulate, remove the economy from NaVI and create some awkward spots for NaVI. But ultimately, NaVI have been looking pretty damn good here, and MIBR need to try to switch things up a little bit. It will be tough though. Oh, okay.
Okay, Lucas.
That's beautiful. That's what you need to see. You need to see some challenges won. The individual skills got to come into play like that. Now Fer will dart up. Zeus takes the challenge against Boomish in the sandwich position. Simple with a whip there again. Electronic though to capitalize as Zeus is out of position, or rather exposed, moving to position, but not in position. Now 3 versus 4 with a decent amount of utility here. Zeus will also eliminate Lucas lurking in mid. So there is a decent chance now for NaVI to retake this. However, the push around CT spawn from Fallen could throw a wrench into the works.
It could indeed. No grenades or anything for MIBR. Taco forced away from the Molotov. But this is time. There's 3 plays to deal with. This won't be a fast one, and they're going to line up for Fallen. He spots Simple, takes him out immediately. Zeus has a look, but he's in the red. He's dead. Stereo frags for MIBR, and they've got 5 rounds on the board. they might not be dead on arrival after all, MIBR. There is money for a rebuy from NaVI, thanks to that solid anti-eco and the round prior where 4 survived. Round number 14 is on the way. Fallen on the AWP, as is Simple. Very well timed flank. Do you think... Actually, never mind. We might not have time to talk about it. We've got Smokes in the mid position to pull NaVI players into focus on mid, and indeed they will with 3 players, but MIBR may try to abuse these positions and go for a fast A play.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of these kind of gamble stack plays with faster timings, which can really be punishing. You get these timing windows, but Boomish going close to A ramp will certainly be a boon for NaVI. Flashbang and a deep smoke as well will slow things down for MIBR, and they'll have to try to figure out a way to deal with the potential of a CT to be here, and that's really what that smoke represents. It's so, I mean, that's the reason that smoke is so strong.
But also, you sort of hot flash. It isolates players if they are beyond that smoke grenade and allows an easy kill, basically. But Boomish may have gone too far on that occasion. Now there's a HE. Surely they get a kill from this. Lucas down to 4 HP after the HE. Flaming's taking Boomish's position. Do they even take it? Oh, he's blind. The timing is brutal. I don't know whose splash that was. Either way, he's dead. 3 versus 5 now for NaVI as they scramble for position.
Yeah, that kill onto Flame, as you say, that was the play. Such an important flashbang. It's gonna be difficult for NaVI, but Zeus with some good spray. Maybe he gets more out of this, and he's creating pressure. That's allowing Electronic to take more advantage. Gets a pick off of Furrow. They try to get out of dodge. Simple now connecting some great shots, headshots, all the way with the AWP. Now Taco in a 1 versus 2. The bomb is not being planted. He's stuck in Palace. He's got to find a way out of there. They'll blow the smoke. He has to move forwards, and into Electronic he goes. That was on a knife's edge that round. Great response from MIBR. I do not know how NaVI got back into, well, I do. It was Zeus. Zeus created the distraction. He got the kill that allowed Electronic to activate, but that was desperate from NaVI, James. That could have been MIBR's round.
Very strong recovery from NaVI. Very horrible position from them, but Zeus knows the angles, taking out players by the bench. Simple second frag here, really important. Going for the flick on the 3rd, but the cleanup is there. That leaves MIBR with the difficult buy at the end of the first half. 1 AK and a bunch of Desert Eagles. There is utility, however. There we see the Molotov talking about from Gratisfaction, so Simple does throw it into the mix on this occasion. Preemptively waiting for a smoke grenade to come. Boomich has seen the trajectory. He knows that 1 player is throwing grenades towards the A bomb site, but it is pulling people out from B, which is interesting. So maybe he doesn't realize there could be more around the corner. People do throw A with smokes from a lot of those positions around the corner there. Ding dong from Fur through the wall. He's got a strong position, and maybe MIBR can do something. They've still got 1 rifle on Fur, but that might be able to be collected. Taco in the Palace. Electronic is stuck in a really weird spot. This could get really bad for NaVI.
And they know that he's there, I think, right? They saw him move there, and Taco surely got that information. He's surely a dead man, Electronic. There it is. What? Electronic! He gets 2! And that's way too much. And Zeus and Flamey are still alive for NaVI. MIBR, this really should be them an advantage, but they haven't got the bomb down just yet. The information's there for NaVI. Flamey ready and waiting for the bomb to step out of Palace and get absolutely blasted by this AWP. What do? MIBR, they don't have any flashbangs. They don't have any smokes. Zeus pushing position forwards, and he's going to take down 1, but Flamey whiffs the shot, and now there's a chance! Another whiff comes out from Flamey, and Fallen's activated here in this position. How does he play it? He's got the whole map to work with, but he'll go for the plant.
Molotov to hold position was over the scope of Flamey. Fallen now, a master sniper versus a part-timer in that respect. Looking for a potential flank, but the grenade tells a story. And it shows now that Fallen could have fallen away to anyway. Could be Sandwich, could be Tetris, could be Ramp, could be Connector, could even be flanking CT. Flamey has a kit, he's running wide, he's got a smoke grenade. He could put it, he's put it on the bomb. Could have even put it over the Connector position. But who knows, the stairs are still there. He comes off the bomb, the spray is here, he's looking for something, down to the Deagle now, on the spot, on the dot, and that's a 3-round lead now for NaVI. Could have been 4, but that was a nice clutch at the end there for MIBR.
Yeah, great performance, I have to say, from MIBR. I'm very impressed. This is a competitive first half. Can't wait to see what happens. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back very shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gents. This is the Berlin Major, of course, and you are watching NaVI versus MIBR, about to resume into the second half of the first map between these two teams. One of these teams, the losing team, will be eliminated from the Berlin Major. Crazy to think that NaVI would be in that position before the playoffs, but it's been a rocky road, and the road has certainly not stopped being rocky, because MIBR, they've shown that they have picked this map for a reason. Despite it being one of the best maps here for NaVI, they had a great first half. It could have gone either way in terms of the scoreline, but here we are now into the second half. MIBR on that CT side, where perhaps they'll find more comfort. We'll see. Time will tell. Now, we have a flashbang on Zeus on the P250. P250 being dropped too simple as well, presumably from Zeus, given what he has. Electronic on some nades as well. So I'm liking the nade approach there from NaVI. They'll use a Molotov to cover their approach, as well as the smokers. Oh my god, the drive-by into the A bomb site, into Ticket, no less, from Simple. Beautiful there. You'll be a fan of that P250 work, James.
I love me some P250 work. The bomb's been dropped, which buys some time for the CT rotation. You can see that Fur is baiting Zeus. Zeus going to do all the work, or try to. Look at that flick from Fur. That's absolutely atrocious. I don't think they even realized for a time, but now he's trying to make some plays. Hops off the box, picked off by Simple. P250 once again. Now Zeus has got one as well. Lucas in a 1 versus 3. Very strong player, Lucas. But Simple with the P250. What a hero. I love me some P250. That has made me very happy indeed.
Yeah, that's excellent work from NaVI. So they'll pick up both pistols, and that's certainly always going to be very helpful. But do we get the force play from NaVI? From MIBR. Fur at least will get the MP9. Looks like, yep, it's going to be the force buy. And it's not going to look too bad as well. Falling on the scouts. Couple, 3 deagles in play. 3 smokes. One has just been deployed. Couple flashbangs. So there's definitely a lot to work with here for MIBR.
Boomich.
Ooh, first taking down one in Palace. Typical first stuff.
Does Boomich have an AWP which is named Boom, Bitch yet? Because that needs to happen. That needs to happen for me, never mind anybody else. Lucas is deep on the A-bomb site with the Desert Eagle, and he's got Fur around that triple position. Speaking of positions, Flamey posts up, waiting for his teammates to catch up. Now, with an early frag, how proactive will MIBR be? You can see there are 3 players around the B bomb site. Fallen is starting to wonder. There's a shadow advantage for Lucas. Maybe it's a place where Flamey would like to wide swing in future, although you've got to be careful with what's around the other corner. Lucas finally taken out. He used a dab hand with a Desert Eagle, but on this occasion, it'll be too much to ask.
Yeah, Fur could cause problems. He's got that Galil in shadow. I don't think there's anything to really deal with him in terms of utility, but the Galil of Electronic will have to do it. Boomich will upgrade to an AK-47. So 3v3 here, and again, with these deags in play. Oh, Zeus! That is devious work with that deagle. He's going to get another one. Electronic has to save it now in a 1 versus 2. That's not really ideal for NaVI. The bomb is not planted either, so there's a lot to be done. He doesn't have any utility to help cover himself to get this plant. He doesn't know exactly where the 2 players are. And this one is towards CT. I think he's got a feeling there's one is towards jungle or connector. He's got to work it out. Has he spotted a pixel there? I'm not sure that he did. Zeus did so much work, James, and Taco is looking to make it even better with that deagle of his.
Yeah, he held for too long. I don't know if he realized what the time was. You can see the frustration there. I can imagine that no one communicated there were 25 seconds left, because there's no need for MIBR to peek in that position. You have to plant the bomb. He didn't expect, though, that a second player would be in CT. It would make sense for him to peek immediately. I don't know if the angle was there, but again, the MIBR are playing the bait setups well. It's